Right, so Shadow King felt like the last couple of requests that he had made as far as SCPs went a little bit too over the line and messed me up internally and caused me many mental issues, but joke's on you. I've had them all already. This is by SCP Orientation. This is Shadow King's apology from all the fear he gives. And this is SCP-348. It's a gift from Dad. I don't think I've heard any... I'm probably wrong about this, but I don't think I've heard anything revolving around this SCP before. And I really don't know what to expect. I am hoping it's going to be wholesome. I think I could use a little bit of wholesome energy today. If not, well, what do I expect? It's SCP. In any case, let's get into this. SCP Orientation, I've seen a couple of things by them before. I'm kind of looking forward to this. Let's go.
Item number, SCP-348. Object class, safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-348 is to be kept in a standard locker at Site-19. Personnel wishing to conduct tests involving SCP-348 are to obtain Level 3 or higher authorization and present a detailed list of intended test subjects. Description: SCP-348 is a white ceramic bowl patterned with light blue flowers, measuring approximately 20 centimeters in diameter and 9 centimeters high. While no maker's marks are present, the Chinese characters for "thinking of you" are etched into the side of the bowl. When in the presence of an individual afflicted with a minor ailment or injury, i.e. mild cough, runny nose, or scrapes, SCP-348 will fill with soup. While the ingredients present within the soups produced by SCP-348 vary, young subjects, individuals between the ages of 4 and 18, have consistently stated that they enjoyed the meal, sometimes stating that it reminds them of their parents' cooking. Subjects will finish the soup found in SCP-348 if allowed. Children who eat from SCP-348 several times often express a feeling of contentment, stating that though they are eating by themselves, they do not feel lonely. Addendum: SCP-348-1. SCP-348 was acquired shortly after rumors of a child living in apparently possessing remarkable recovery abilities came to the Foundation's attention. Investigation revealed that the child in question originally discovered SCP-348 in the attic of their house and had come to rely on it after receiving insufficient attention from their parents. The child's parents, both full-time workers, refused to comment on their relationship with the child. Resulting testing involving children was carried out under the guise of surveys to gauge the success of new food items offered at public schools. Addendum: SCP-348-2. It has been noted that occasionally, after soup produced by SCP-348 has been consumed, a message will materialize on the inside of the bowl. Words produced on the inside of the bowl appear to be printed on the ceramic consistent with existing markings. The message that appears will be in the language most familiar to the drinker of the soup. After several hours, or when SCP-348 produces another meal, the words disappear. Testing log: SCP-348-1323. Subject: 8-year-old female, afflicted with sore throat. Brief background: lives with and is on good terms with both parents. Notes: subject took approximately 30 minutes to consume soup. Remarked later that sore throat seemed to have gone away. Subject: 10-year-old male, recently injured self while biking. Minor bruising. Brief background: lives with both parents, often argues with both. Notes: message appeared: don't forget to brush. Subject: 11-year-old male, afflicted with slight cold. Brief background: lives with foster parents. Notes: message appeared: I'm glad you're happy. Subject: 9-year-old female, afflicted with slight cold. Brief background: lives with both parents, said to be prone to tantrums. Notes: nothing of note occurred during or immediately after testing. Subject stated while she didn't particularly care for the soup after tasting it, she still wanted to eat it.
Oh.
Follow-up investigations revealed that the subject recovered from the cold faster than was expected. Subject: 6-year-old male, recently injured self while playing with friends. Minor scrapes and scratches.
Poor kids.
Brief background: parents divorced, currently lives with mother. Notes: message appeared: I'm sorry, son. Subject: 7-year-old female, afflicted with cough. Brief background: lives with mother and grandmother, father deceased. Traffic accident. Notes: message appeared: I love you.
Oh.
Addendum: SCP-348-3. Testing has revealed that in the event that someone older than 18 years of age attempts to consume soup created by SCP-348, the individual will find that they are less inclined to finish the meal.
Oh, okay.
Some such individuals will remark that something is missing. Most will simply state that the soup was nothing out of the ordinary. Further studies carried out with older subjects indicate that though messages will appear for individuals older than 18, the appearance of the messages is worn and faded.
I wonder why.
Testing log: SCP-348-2635. Note: it was observed that though over 100 subjects were tested, only 4 individuals received messages from SCP-348.
Okay.
Subject: 30-year-old female, afflicted with headache. Brief background: on poor terms with both parents.
Huh.
Refused to accept father's offer for career training. Currently lives alone. Notes: message appeared: why? Subject: 35-year-old male, afflicted with cough. Brief background: parents divorced, visits father and stepmother once a month, does not visit mother on her insistence. Notes: message appeared: it'll get better. Subject: 40-year-old female, afflicted with sore throat. Brief background: moved away and became estranged from both parents. Nevertheless, sent money and took care of senior housing for both.
Good person.
Father recently passed away. Notes: subject noted the soup tasted initially bitter, but was fulfilling in the end. Message appeared: thank you. Subject: 40-year-old male, afflicted with minor backaches. Brief background: murdered father approximately 1 year ago.
D-class.
Notes: subject tasted and then refused to consume soup, complaining about the taste.
Yeah.
Subject later developed mild stomach pains. After the contents of SCP-348 were disposed of, SCP-348 immediately filled with what appeared to be salt water, which remained for 3 hours before disappearing.
Oh, come on.
Subject: 45-year-old male, afflicted with aches due to arthritis. Brief background: happily married, lives with wife and children. Visits father once a week, with family. Mother deceased. Notes: message appeared: I'm proud of you.
This is the wholesome that I needed.
Despite the extensive data gathered in testing, it is unknown whether the messages that SCP-348 has manifested originate from the fathers of the subjects, or SCP-348 itself.
Or maybe it's their subconscious talking, and, when they start eating the soup, they're thinking about what their father might want to say to them.
Addendum: SCP-348-4. SCP-348 was once used in a test involving a 60-year-old man suffering from a terminal illness. The subject, a grandfather with multiple grandchildren, stated that the soup produced by SCP-348 was the best he'd ever tasted.
Nice.
Following the test, the subject reported feeling a sense of satisfaction and noted that the pain caused by the illness seemed to have faded. The subject passed away peacefully a week later.
Well, at least there was
Lesson
peace
complete.
involved.
If you missed the previous orientation, go watch SCP-347, The Invisible Woman, right now.
Well, okay, so that was the wholesomeness that I needed. The messages could either be from the thoughts of what they believe their father would want to say to them, or from the father themselves when they think about their kid. Or, in either case, it's an extremely wholesome SCP. It's an extremely, extremely wholesome SCP. It just seems to go off sheer emotion and caring in a lot of ways, except for the one. but the D class, I don't think he deserves to. Somebody that does that, well, of course, I don't mean every time something like that happens, but most any time that happens, I don't really have a lot of sympathy for that. In any case, this was excellent. This was just the proper send off that I needed to go to sleep tonight. So, yeah, Shadow King, you've redeemed yourself. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. This, I really do. The messages in the bowl. That was. That tugs at your heartstrings. That really does tug at your heartstrings. It really, really does. It really, really does. 1 second, let's see here. What's this one? Hold on. Yeah, the kid with the foster family, the little girl that I'm gonna watch this part again.
Message appeared. I'm glad you're happy. Subject: 9-year-old female, afflicted with slight cold. Brief background: lives with both parents, said to be prone to tantrums. Notes: nothing of note occurred during or immediately after testing. Subject stated while she didn't particularly care for the soup after tasting it, she still wanted to eat it. Follow-up investigations revealed that
So that's just a kid being a brat. 110%. That's a kid being a brat. And the best ones out of this was easily the kids, of course, and the grandfather. And the one that hurt me the most was the woman who was estranged from her family and didn't get along with them and turned down her father's job training opportunity, and the message said why. And I get that in a lot of ways. You know, at the end of the day, like my parents weren't perfect. My mother and father were not perfect, but I'll never forget how hard they worked and how much they tried. And my father is a particular source of pride for me. And so is my mother. It is a thing. I did not wind up in that one group that had terrible parents. My parents, my dad is one of the most important people in my life, and I really should, I really should reach out more to them. I really should talk to them more, things like that. But I've never been that kind of person, and it's just something I have to work on. And this just reminds me, of relationships, especially with fathers, that are important, because you never really understand until you're older. You never actually understand until you're older. And I always thought I understood my father better than really anyone else. But yeah, this kind of hit close to home. It was a great send off for the night. It was exactly what I was hoping it was going to be. It's wholesome, but at the same time, there's a little bit of sadness in there, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I love the way this was put out. I love the way this was handled. And guys, who wants some soup? So all of the links for SCP Orientation are going to be in the description down below. Go check him out, guys. He does some great stuff here. And I'm going to be hopefully checking out more. There is a bunch of requests. There's a whole bunch of new faces that I haven't seen before. I see Lot 1 Productions, a lot of requests for the Volgan in here, but I'm also seeing a lot of requests for SCP Orientation and the Exploring series and SCP Illustrated, which I can't really wait to get to see SCP-682's full story done by SCP Illustrated. I can't wait to see that. Or the Red Pole, which looks decidedly creepy. It's got tentacles in the artwork, and I already know where this is going. In any case, guys, thank you for joining me. No matter what you guys do today, have some fun. And, yeah, I think I'm good here. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and check the description for all my links below, and I'll see you guys next time.